Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at Everything You Need to Know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that while all eyes are focused on the US election, their pandemic is eating away at them more aggressively now. But first, despite aggressive claims, there is still no election result in the US. Markets have reacted to the non-result in a schizophrenic way. Equity markets are up, but bond markets are signalling longer-term fears. Meanwhile, there is a US non-farm payrolls report out this weekend, and a 600,000 jobs recovery is expected for October, which will still leave them with more than 10 million jobs lost since February. Today we got the ADP precursor report, and it anticipated 650,000 gain, after a 753,000 gain in September. But it disappointed by recording only 365,000 more jobs in the rebound from the huge losses earlier in the year. It is a disappointing signal. One election consequence is that there is now much less chance that those who have become jobless will find any more public financial support. Inequality and poverty is expected to rise sharply. And the largest number of reported pandemic cases globally are still in the US, which rose a very worrying 125,000 since this time yesterday to more than 9.7 million, as the momentum in the virus rage surges and the US returns to the epicenter of the virus. International air cargo volumes improved in September from August, but are still 10% lower than the same month in 2019. In the Asia-Pacific region, it is a steeper 14% year-on-year decline, but there is no material improvement being recorded in passenger travel yet. China's private survey of their services companies is reporting a strong expanding sector, and much above the levels they've had for the past 10 years. In Australia, they reported some good retail sales for September, and the year ended September. And this is despite some tough results out of Victoria, which was in lockdown for much of the month. Overall, retail sales are up 6.6% in the month compared with the same month in 2019, bolstered by impressive gains in Queensland, Western Australia and New South Wales. US bond markets are flashing fear signals. US Treasury 10-year yield has crashed 11 basis points today to just on 0.78%. And that is a sudden reversal of its steady rise since mid-July. And the price of gold has fallen overnight, down $13 to $1,894 an ounce. And oil prices firmed again and by about $1.50 and are now at just under $39 a barrel in the US, while the international price is just on $41 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is slightly softer this morning from this time yesterday at 66.9 US cents, but has held on to most of yesterday's rise. Against the Australian dollar, we're a little softer too at 93.2 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're little changed at 57.1 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index has dipped to 70.1, and well within the narrow range it's been since June. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.